Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Grassroots Racing Show.
Welcome to the Grassroots Racing Show. I'm Doug Thompson with co-host Roger Thompson. Roger, this season just seems like it's flying by, and we're sending Mike Kraft up to LA Raceway at Lamont, Missouri for a Warrior Outlaw winged sprint car race.
Winged Outlaw Warriors. How does he do it? He covers all of these races. He's got in-car cameras in here in the sprint cars.
That's right. We're putting an in-car. He's putting an in-car camera in Jonathan Cornell's car. Sprint car for this race here, and there's going to be some exciting racing because I know Danny Lazowski's there. It's a strong field of cars. LA Raceway is always exciting racing, and Mike Kraft does a good job with it. I'm anxious to see who wins this race, who his post interviews are, and I'm anxious to see that in-car footage, because that really makes that racing exciting.
And when you put that in-car camera in a sprint car, you get to see exactly what those guys are doing. It's going to be a real race to see.
Yeah, when we come back, we're going to LA Raceway in Lamont, Missouri. Stay tuned.
Your original Winged Outlaw Warrior A-Main event. Your A-Main event will be lined up according to the finish. The Joe Mockins Mazda Blank Backhoe Service 75 and Tyler Blank out of California, Missouri will start on the front row, and the number 72 XF Josh Fisher out of Smithton, Missouri will be outside of him.
Row number 2 is going to be the 28 of Jonathan Cornell, the Sedalia, Missouri native, and on the outside, is it? Looks like the dude, Danny Lasowski from Dover, Missouri, goes to the outside.
Inside of row number 3, Blue Springs, Missouri's Todd McVeigh, and outside of him, the Shoebuilt Suspensions number 31, Brian Grimes out of Slater, Missouri. The caution light goes out, looking to go green flag racing. All trouble for Grimes. He will make his way to the pit. A tough break. Green flag will fly. We're underway with your dad. Here comes Lasowski! Danny Lasowski on the move backstretch.
It is the dude on the inside as he comes out, looks to put the slide, cannot do it on Fisher, the 72.
Josh Fisher holding the line to the low side, drifts across the middle. Lasowski a run off two, tucks up under the left rear of Fisher.
The dude looking again to the inside. Fisher, your leader in that 72X. Danny Lasowski, the 8, in that second spot.
Young Josh Fisher out of Smithton, Missouri, holding off the legendary Danny Lasowski with a good run backstretch.
Dude into turn number 3, out of turn number 4, side by side, Fisher takes it one more time.
Josh Fisher still hanging on to the top spot. Danny Lasowski, another good run off of turn number 2. Will he make it stick? Slide job guy.
It is Danny Lasowski, your leader, coming around this time. Fisher in the second, Tyler Blank, your third spot.
So it's Danny Lasowski, your leader, Josh Fisher running second, Tyler Blank, Jonathan Cornell, and Todd McVeigh round out your field.
White flag flies this time for the dude, Danny Lasowski. Fisher in that second spot.
About a 10-car length lead down the back straightaway. Your leader will set sail down the back stretch into turn number 3. And out of turn number 4, Danny Lasowski picking up your dash.
It is the dude, Danny Lasowski. He'll start on the pole here tonight. Josh Fisher, the 72 in that second spot. The 75 of Tyler Blank comes home in third. And Jonathan Cornell and the Cornell Crazies.
You're watching fantastic racing action on the Grassroots Racing Show.
Side by side, nose to tail, Danny Lasowski, Josh Fisher, row number 1, Tyler Blank. Jonathan Cornell, row number 2, Todd McVeigh, Brian Grimes in row number 3, Curtis Evans. Evan Martin in row number 4, row number 5, Chris Morgan. And Austin Allenball, row number 6, Cody and Casey Baker. Corey Nelson inside of row number 7. Outside of him, Matthew Fox, row number 8 on the inside will be the 72 of Curtis Boyer. Mitchell Moore, the 49 of Elliott. the 00, PJ Russell at Otterville, Missouri. PJ Grimes, check that. And Miranda Arnold, looks like Ricky Lee Stangle's going to make the call. And the Klein's Motors and RV 76 of J. Russell out of Elwood, Kansas. Looking to go green flag racing. The caution light will go out, I do believe, this time by. Hey, boy, we're rocking this county here. The big boomer's going off. Hey, do me a favor, race fans. If you like what you see, get to your feet. Wave them off this time by. Coming out of turn number 4, your A main event here at the LA Raceway. What do you say? If you're involved and you're having a good time, get to your feet, race fans. Okay. Caution light goes out. Let's wave them off. Green flag fly. Danny Lasowski takes the early advantage. Josh Fisher follows suit. Down the back straightaway. Tyler Blake follows in third.
It is the dude, Danny Lasowski, the 8 car, coming around out of turn number 4. He's going to lead the first one. Fisher in second, Tyler Blake in third.
Trouble in turns 3 and 4. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Caution on the speedway.
00.
The 00 of PJ Grimes out of Otterville, Missouri, loops the car around in turn 3. Oh no, here's PJ Grimes right here.
Miranda.
Racing this time by. It'll be Lasowski and Fisher leading your field out of turn number 4, and we will look for the drag race to ensue.
Man, I'll tell you what, keep an eye on that second row, though. Tyler Blank, the 75. Jonathan Cornell, the 28. Cornell was awesome in that dash. It is going to be a crazy one.
Had an opportunity to visit with Cornell just a little bit ago. We were talking about that shattered ankle. He said it feels fine for now. So, A-OK, caution light goes out. Here we go. Green flag will fly this time by. Your A main event is underway for your winged outlaw warrior.
It's going to be the dude, Danny Lasowski, taking it out of turn number 2. Tyler, or the 72 of Josh Fisher in that second spot.
Josh Fisher tried to make it stick down on the 1 and 2 end, could not make it stick. Lasowski will gain about an 8-car length advantage out of turn number 4, and we've got one off the pace down the back straightaway. Ricky Lee Stangel, and also the 89 of Tommy May. We stay green flag racing.
It is Danny Lasowski now starting to walk away. Fisher trying to keep him reeling. Jonathan Cornell in third, Tyler Blank in fourth, and then it is a 31 of Grimes in third.
So once again, Lasowski, your leader. Fisher running second. 24 is off, and the 24 is off the pace of Stangel. He's out of the race. Jonathan Cornell right now reeling in Josh Fisher for the second spot. Trouble turn number 3 for Evan Martin.
Staying green, Scotty, staying green.
Evan Martin having trouble in the very same spot. Green flag stays. Danny Lasowski puts him a lap down as we speak, and they're mixing it up for the second spot.
It is the dude, Danny Lasowski, the Dover, Missouri native, bringing him around this time out of turn number 4. In that second, it is going to be a battle between Cornell and Fisher.
Slide job, got him. Jonathan Cornell puts the move on Josh Fisher. We've got one off the pace down the back straightaway. I believe Jay Russell will win to the pit area. Meanwhile, Cornell takes over that second spot.
It is the dude, Danny Lasowski, making work of this field. But here comes the Sedalia native, Jonathan Cornell, looking to the low side.
Lasowski boxed in traffic. Here comes Cornell. Both cars to the top side, 1 and 2. Jonathan Cornell closes to within 5 car lengths.
It is the dude, Danny Lasowski. Now no cars in between him and Jonathan Cornell. Cornell on a rocket on the move.
So JC reeling in your leader right now. He's about 3 car lengths off the bumper of Lasowski. Then a full straightaway back to your third place running Josh Fisher.
It is the 28 of Cornell. He is making work as here he comes on that back bumper of the 8 of the dude, Danny Lasowski, looking to get around.
Lasowski clears the back marker of Arnold, as does Cornell. Lasowski checks up for the lapper. Cornell still within shooting range.
It is Danny Lasowski now. He's aware that Jonathan Cornell is in his rear view mirror as they come around into turn number 3.
Cornell to the top side, turn 3, and out of turn 4, contact, wheel to wheel for the lead.
Jonathan Cornell Lasowski on the move.
Cornell goes off the racetrack trying to get by Cody Baker. Casey Baker gets back on, maintains the lead.
Green flag still flies for all the racers. It is Jonathan Cornell, the 28-year leader.
Yeah, Lasowski down the back straightaway, still wanting to reel in your leader, but Cornell doing a great job hanging on to the top spot. So Cornell your leader, Lasowski second. Tyler Blank is now taking over the third spot.
And it goes back to Tyler Blank in that third spot, the 72 pitcher in fourth as they come around, and the 23 in fifth.
So right now, working on lap number 14 of 20, the VKCC Motorsports number 28's got the wick turned up. Jonathan Cornell hanging on to the top spot.
Jonathan Cornell, your leader. Danny Lasowski, the 8 car, trying to reel him in, cannot find the way around traffic this time.
Trouble down the back straightaway, smoke from beneath the 9 of Miranda Arnold, as well as the 89 troubles for Todd McVeigh. We stay green flag racing, 5 laps to go.
With 5 to go, it is the dude, Danny Lasowski, your leader as they come around. We're in that second spot. Cornell, your leader.
Jonathan Cornell, nearly a half a lap lead, at least a full straightaway over Lasowski. Tyler Blank now closing on Lasowski for second.
Car's on fire. It is car off the 81, takes it off into the pits.
White flag will wave next time by for Jonathan Cornell.
It is Jonathan Cornell, the 28, your leader as they come around. The dude, Danny Lasowski. Cornell takes the white flag as they come through this time. He's got one more lap here at LA Raceway. Use it or lose it as they come through. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag flies for the 28. Jonathan Cornell, your winner. Coming up in second spot, the 8 car. That is the dude, Danny Lasowski, the Dover, Missouri native.
Thank you guys. Watch out, there's a car sitting right off the back of turn 4. Right off of turn 4. Thank you.
What a feature event. The dude, Danny Lasowski, coming home in that second spot in the 8 car. The Tim Star Heating and Cooling Acme Engine, Kansas Gift Store and Composite Molding car coming home in second. The dude, Danny Lasowski, your winner. Go crazy, Cornell Crazies. The first win of the season goes to Sedalia, Missouri's car number 28. Jonathan Cornell, the Kiowa Line Buildings, number 28.
I am Bob McCall, and you're watching the Grassroots Racing Show.
The winner for the first WOW back in action sprint car class, Jonathan Cornell. Jonathan, I was down here in the pits earlier, and man, I was seeing some concern on faces down here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. The first race of the year, we hadn't had a chance to really check anything out. So obviously we had some issues in hot laps, and we just had a little too much oil in the dry sump tank, and it blew out. Kind of scared me and scared everybody else in the crew. But just it was a minor fix, and we got it taken care of. And obviously we went out there and won our heat race. So
well, and Lasowski pretty well laid it down in that qualifying race for the starting positions. I mean, man, that guy was quick. And what, 4th, I think you had?
Yeah, I mean, Daniel Lasowski's obviously fast anywhere he goes. He's been doing it a long time, and actually he's probably been racing longer than I've been alive. But it's always fun racing with guys like that, and it's cool for them to come back here and and race with us. And it just kind of goes to show you that there isn't an easy place to race at anywhere. There's a lot of talent everywhere. And after our dash, we just kind of missed it a little bit, but. We just put our heads together, me and Chad Seiper and my dad, John Cornell, and Steve Smith's here with us, helping us a little bit too, and Christopher Ramey. We just kind of put our heads together, and we kind of elaborated on a decision, and it worked well for us.
I was going to say, you guessed right, and boy, that's what a lot of it's about when it comes down to main time. But this WOW, this has got to be a good thing for sprint car racing, because it gives all these guys with the 360s another opportunity to race at a track and do it weekly if you want to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And racing's kind of getting scarce around here with the tracks and the series, and I hate to see him butt heads with the ASCS, but you know, we just have to start racing where the cars are at because that's what's keeping this thing alive. And unfortunately, I never won a WOW championship, won an ASCS Warrior Region championship. So it kind of felt good to win one of these races with the group of people that used to do the series a long time ago.
The other good thing is, folks, we've had an in-car camera for the A-Main, so you're going to get a second look at this, only looking backwards. Place finisher here tonight for the WOW here at LA Raceway, Danny Lazowski. Danny, boy, from that dash for that qualifying, I thought, no, Danny's got this in the bag, and then you took off in the A-Main, but here come old Jonathan.
Yep, got beat by a better car, better driver, so sometimes you have those nights, and tonight we came up a little short, so we'll go on to the next race and see what happens.
How were the track conditions? It looked like it was just really fast out there.
You couldn't ask for any better race. Like Mike White and his boy did a great job. Archie Simpson for starting this series. My hat's off to him. I told him when they did this is like my roots. This is like when Marshall Speedway, Saline County Speedway started. That's where I learned to race. And for all these young guys here and older guys like Kerry Gallenball coming out and racing, this is great. And I hope everyone supports this because it's exactly what we need.
Tonight, Josh Fisher. Josh, it looked like, man, early on there from the heat race, just faster and all get out.
Yeah, it's like I said, starting off the night, the track was so good, and the car, you know, we've had it pretty much right on, and was able to, you know, come from the back of the heat and win it, and that put us on the front of the dash, and was able to stick, you know, pretty close to Lasowski there, and which that's a feat in itself. But like I said, it's one of those deals where you don't know what the track's going to do, and I think that's what kind of caught us off guard there in the last couple of last couple laps of the race. So.
How did it change? I mean, what happened?
Well, you know, the track started off, and I was about perfect whenever the race started. But midway through the race, the track slicked off and started to marble up a little bit, and I didn't quite make the changes that I need to, as far as tire pressures, and I think that hurt me later on. You know, it wasn't getting the side bite it needed. So I think midway through the race, if we would have had those changes, I think we would have been in the hunt still. Like I said, with just a little bit of tweaking, you know, you can pick up a lot of time, especially on a dirt track. So.
How did the wind play into this tonight? Because, man, I was up on that scoring tower up there, and I mean, it was whistling up there. Did that give you much trouble down there going into 3?
It wasn't too bad. I mean, as long as you're out in clean air, not behind cars, it doesn't really affect the car that much. I mean, it does a little bit, but like I said, the winds usually have to be a little bit more than this tonight to really affect it. But like I said, as long as you kind of stayed in clean air and kind of try to tuck out of behind a car, you could really get in the corner.
Welcome back to the Grassroots Racing Show. We've just been watching racing from LA Raceway in Lamont, Missouri for the Warrior Winged Sprint Cars Outlaw Group. And was that exciting racing?
That was exciting racing, but the point that I want to come back to, and we've mentioned this before, Mike Kraft has the uncanny ability to put the in-car camera in not only front runners, but most of the time he's got it in the guy that wins a race.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
I don't either, and that's what happened this time. Jonathan Cornell won that race and had the in-car camera. And isn't that something?
Yeah, it is. It is, and very predictable for Danny Lazowski, because Danny is what they call the bottom of the pool feeder. He always runs that low line, gears his car, sets that the gear ratio for it, runs that, and many times it wins. This time he wound up with a second place, but he did a great job.
Yeah, and just as smooth as can be. And if you're going to run that bottom line and it's real slick to you in the middle of that racetrack, you better be smooth, because you make one mistake and you're going to get freight trained.
Yep, you will. It'll happen. I love the post-race interviews with Cornell, Lazowski, and Fisher, and Mike Kraft did a good job. Hope you've enjoyed Grassroots Racing Show from LA Raceway. Thanks for watching. See you next week.